This is Summer of Sega, day 6. And today we're going to be hopping back into Sonic the Hedgehog 2 because I want to show you something. I was going to demonstrate this in my last stream featuring this game, but I didn't get the button inputs exactly correct. But now I know what I'm doing, and I always do this. And we're gonna hit that fun little trick for real this time. My voice is a little bit tired today, a little bit hoarse, because I got really wound up, and I was ranting about Taco Bell for a long time, about their fall from grace, as it were. I have a lot of hatred in my heart for Taco Bell that didn't previously exist, at least not quite to the same extent. Anyway, here we are. You want to go into the options, and then down to the sound test. Whoops. And you're going to go to 19 first. And then you're going to go all the way up to 65. And I'm sure there's a way to skip more than one number at a time, but I don't know how to do it. So we're just going to do it the hard way. What other way is there to do it, really? So 1965. Then we're going to go all the way down to 9. Play that. And then you're going to go back up to 17. Play that. Now, you want to press the C button and hold it. On the Xbox controller, it's the B button, but you can check the game and see what it's mapped to. Then you press start. We're going to go through these couple of splash screens here. And then when we get to this screen, we're going to hold A or X on the Xbox controller and press start on one player. That's going to bring us here to the stage select. And we're going to go back down to the sound test. And we're going to enter in 4, 1, 2, 6. And if you heard that chime, that means that it worked. And just for the sake of the stream, we're going to go back into Emerald Hill Zone. And let's just see what happens. I mean, it's in the title of the stream. You know what happens. Oh, god damn it. Well, that's not a good way to start out. Because what we're doing here is we're going to be gathering 50 rings. You need to have at least 50 rings for this to work. God damn it. the way that I'm talking about it, it sounds like one of those oh, that was nice. It sounds like one of those early 2000s like Pokemon cheat codes, like you have to talk to Professor Oak 47 times and then walk around the Safari Zone around the outer edge 4,500 times, and then you need to fly back home and talk to your mom 46 times, and once you talk to her the 47th time, she'll give you a Mewtwo. But no, this is real. As you can see now, we've got 54 rings. If we jump, boom, we turn into Supersonic, and this is just so cool. Also, the special stages disable if you use this code, because the first code gives you all of the emeralds. Or no, the first code unlocks the stage select. And the second code, technically what it's doing is giving you all the Chaos Emeralds. And that's why you're able to transform. But this code is so cool. I learned it from a friend of mine when I was a little kid, and I've held on to it all these years. I might have forgotten it once or twice, but the point is, it's still somewhere in my memory banks. You know, I didn't look the code up or anything like that to display it here. I just know it. It's just one of those things. So yeah, I learned it from a kid. Or, no, I learned it as a kid from a friend of mine, and it blew my mind. I was supersonic. I couldn't get hurt by anything. Look how fast I'm moving. Look how badass I am. You know, Sonic, when he walks toward the edge, well, it doesn't work here. But Sonic will, regular Sonic that is, he'll lose his balance, and boom, secrets galore. He will, God, it's so hard to control. He'll sort of flail about. Supersonic, though, fucking look at this badass. Look at him. He doesn't give a damn anymore. Oh, man, but this is so fun. Because you get to going way faster, and your acceleration is way better. So, I mean, you just end up flying off of ramps. Absolutely flying. But that's not even the coolest part. As you can see, we're not taking any damage. But that doesn't just apply to regular enemies. No. And you will see after we finish this stage, and look at that, another secret. After we finish this stage and get into the second act, we're just going to decimate the boss. Why? Because supersonic. Fuck you. Yeah, but look, I mean, it's just awesome. It's so cool that, you know, well, it's not cool for the kid in the 90s that didn't know about this cheat code and just, like, figured it all out. Or not figured it all out, that, like, actually earned the Chaos Emeralds. But for people like me that suck at this game, this is amazing. And you never see stuff like this in video games anymore. There's never, like, there aren't cheat codes that are just pre-built in and hidden for you to find. God damn it. They don't exist anymore. At least, if they do, it's on such a small and insignificant scale that it's not worth... God, I fucking hate the monkeys. It's just not worth even mentioning. But back in these days, man, you could just hide a whole ass feature. Like, end-game feature. I guess you could call it end-game. That would take so much frustration and so many failed attempts and hours of your life, and then you could just do it because they didn't care. They didn't care how you got to play it. They just cared that you were playing their game. And I mean, yes, it's like I said in a previous stream. Video games back in these days were definitely kind of on the more bullshit side because they wanted to extend their you know, how long you could play them. But at the same time, look at this shit. This doesn't happen anymore. Supersonic barely even exists in new games. It's always just a like a final boss transformation. You can never like actually do anything meaningful with it. I guess a final boss fight being cool is meaningful, but you know what I mean. Like after you beat the boss, what are you gonna do? You can't go back into the other levels and play as Supersonic in newer games. Whereas this game, you know, so long as you have that cheat code, you can do whatever you want to. I mean, or you could unlock it. But the thing is, I don't know how you would play on Green Hill Zone if you unlock it the natural way. I don't know exactly how that works. Because I admittedly am not sure if you can access the level select without a cheat. You might be able to. Yeah, I don't know. But it's just crazy that this even exists. It's basically God mode is what it is. Two stipulations on that, though. As Supersonic, you can still be crushed. And you can still drown. And, of course, you can still fall off the edge. But look at this. Supersonic doesn't give a fuck. Literally all he has to do is stand there and you die. But look at the jump. Look at the air I get on those. And of course you revert back to regular Sonic when the stage ends. But it's still dope. Still dope as hell. And look at that. 316 and 50 rings. I don't know why. That just looks kind of aesthetically pleasing. Now, as you might have guessed, you can... This carries out through the whole game. It does get a little bit more difficult during the later stages, though, to accrue that many rings and hold on to them for long enough to transform. And, of course, you know, the nature of video games is that they get more difficult as the game progresses. And with a 2D platformer, that typically means more things to fall off of and more things to get crushed by. So, this code is kind of like a double-edged sword in that sense. It's really cool for the first level or two, but it quickly reaches a point that it's just not really... The word isn't coming to me. It's on the tip of my tongue, but where it doesn't really make sense to play as Supersonic anymore because it's too dangerous. Like, you have a higher chance of ruining things for yourself as Supersonic than you would if you were just playing the game normally. I mean, at least if you suck like me. I'm sure that there are people out there that wreck ass with Supersonic. I'm not one of them, though. But it's just cool to know about the cheat code, I guess. And a lot of people do. It's not like it's some big hidden thing. You know, probably anybody that plays this game at least knows about it. Even if they don't have it, like, committed to memory or anything like that. They probably know that it exists. So, you know, whatever. It's not like it's that cool. But it's one of the things about video games that I know that not everybody does. That I remember this code. You know, and I guess in that I played it. Oh, fuck. We're not going to get to talk to the mechanic this week. What was I talking about? Oh. But just that a game made that much of an impression that it was worth memorizing a code, I guess. Of course, there are some other cheat codes that I remember. The one that's coming to mind is there was a dirt biking game on GameCube called Freak Style. I think it was also on PS2, but I had it on GameCube. And I remember, you know those thick, like, chapter book-sized cheat codes books they always sold at Walmart? I always asked for those for Christmas, and I just remember that I would always try to enter the codes from that game, and none of them ever worked. There was a level... I don't remember exactly what the theme of the level was, but I think it had something to do with gnomes. Like, gnome sweet gnome or something. I don't know. Or, like, something with a fort. I don't know. But I remember that the code was Clippers. And I don't know if it's just... Ooh, I haven't been up here for a while. I don't think I've been up here on stream. I don't know if it's just that I wasn't doing it right. Like, maybe you have to hold a button or something like that while you're entering the word, or... I don't know. But I could never... Oh, see? Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is not something you want to be doing as Supersonic, although it helps to have the resistance of the water. But yeah, I don't know if I was just entering the code wrong all of those years or what, but I could never get any of the codes for that game to work. And it was a tough game, too, so I never actually ended up... Look at that, we just cleared it with one jump. I never actually ended up getting to... play any of the bonus content because I wasn't good enough to unlock it regularly and I couldn't get the cheat codes to work. Yeah, see, here's the other problem with Supersonic is that I'm gonna get to the boss here And I'm gonna run out of coins. Rings, I should say. No! Or I am going to kill myself. So yeah, it's not always recommended to use supersonic. Speaking of cheat codes that I can never get to work, it actually makes me think of Action Replay, Game Shark, and all that, because I had, I mean, that's not the best way to start this sentence. What I was going to talk about was back on the Game Boy Advance, I had Pokemon Leaf Green, and I remember this one time, my brother bought me a Game Shark, but why did I do that? It's because I was trying to avoid the blue stuff. But my brother bought me a Game Shark for the Game Boy Advance, and I was super excited because I had Pokemon Leaf Green at the time, and is that the way this stream is going to be? I had Pokemon Leaf Green at the time, and I was super excited because there were all these codes to make random encounters happen. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. I need to just slow the fuck down. There were codes to make to change the random encounters. And a lot of times with codes like that, it doesn't just work. So like, you'll enter the code, for example, and then you'll have to press another button or complete an activity to actually make the code go into effect. So in this case, I think what happened was it was one of those codes where you enter the code and then the next random encounter will be whatever Pokemon you chose, but you have to press the L button in order for it to appear. I didn't know this. So what ended up happening was I just never really got to even use my Game Shark because I didn't know how to. And that's a little bit unfortunate, but man, I made up for it on the DS with Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I used to fuck those games up with Action Replay, man. And that was like back in the day when I feel like Pokemon had sort of like a second resurgence, or maybe a first resurgence. Does it? I guess the first one wouldn't be a resurgence. Would that be an insurgence? I don't know, but we're not. It's not a grammar lesson. Point is, Pokemon was pretty huge again at that point, so everybody was playing it, and a lot of people had Action Replays at the time too. Man, but even if you did have an Action Replay, it was a bitch to get any of the good codes because most of them didn't come pre-installed, right? So you would have to... Oh, I didn't even realize I had 50 coins. 50 rings. So you would have to, like, go on the internet and find all these codes. And all of the meaningful ones, like, get Deoxys, get Mew, that kind of stuff, they'd be like 3 or 4 lines of... What? Why is this happening? Jesus Christ. That's what happens to your game on Action Replay. But no, they would be so many lines long, and it just ended up kind of not really being worth it in the end. At least not for me, because I had a bad time with numbers, and like, copying numbers down doesn't seem like that much trouble, but when just the simple act of looking at a number is traumatizing to you, then, well, you know where I'm going with this. And it was just such a tedious task, man, But, I actually ended up lending my DS Action Replay to a friend, and he ended up entering all the codes. How many more times can I use ended up in one sentence? Jesus Christ. He entered all the codes, so I went ahead and I had access to them anyway, so that was cool. Had access to things that I don't think were ever actually made into events. Like Arceus, I don't know if he ever actually made it into the game in any official sense, at least not in the United States. But for someone like me who didn't grow up with internet, Action Replay was a lifesaver, dude, because those Pokemon events were bullshit. Nowadays, though, you know... Uh-oh. Am I going to die? Clutch with the bubble, dude. But now I don't know how to get back up there. I'm going to wait for another bubble. Anyways, nowadays, internet is pretty... Oh, supersonic. He looks more like hypersonic underwater. Which, that's a different game. We don't have to get into hypersonic. But, just picture supersonic in God mode. Yeah, you heard me right. Supersonic in God mode. Well, I guess we can go ahead and talk about it since there's not really a whole lot going on right now. So, Hypersonic is from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, a game that we have not yet played on stream. And you unlock him by grabbing all of the Chaos Emeralds and then grabbing all of the Super Chaos Emeralds. And Hypersonic is pretty much the ultimate badass. So it's the same idea as Supersonic, right? So you're invincible, and you look really... He actually looks cooler than Supersonic, which obviously, but you're invincible, drains rings and all that. But Hypersonic, if I remember correctly, is more invincible than Supersonic. That is, I believe that he is immune to drowning and being crushed. Maybe not being crushed. I don't know exactly. I'm a scrub and I have never played as Hypersonic, but he's so fucking cool because where Supersonic is yellow all the time, Hypersonic is like, he's got this base color of white, but then he flashes in all the colors of the emeralds. It's like a, oh, god damn it. How the fuck am I gonna get hurt by that, dude? He literally does nothing. He flashes in all the colors of the emerald, though. And there are after images behind him when he moves, and it's, god, it's so dope. I'll have to say, though, I prefer the Supersonic code from this game, or not code, theme song from this game, because it's unique, right? The Hypersonic and Supersonic theme from I didn't know this, look at that, you automatically bounce between them. But the code, or, god damn it. The theme in that game, I believe, is exactly the same as the regular invincibility theme, and it's just not as cool of a theme in general as the Supersonic. Hold on. I had to sneeze. I didn't want to do it in the microphone. What was I talking about? Oh, it's just not as cool of a theme in general. It's kind of, it's not lame. It's not like it's a bad song, but just the Supersonic music, like when you first transform and it does that, and it's got the build up, and then it's got, I don't know. It's just, it's like a version of the Sonic theme, but it's super. It's powered up. It's like the next coming of Sonic, the second coming of, you know. So it's a little bit disappointing that the theme song didn't really deliver in Sonic 3, but Sonic 3 in most other regards is a pretty spectacular game. It's not my favorite. I probably like Sonic 2 the best of the original 3 2D games. But I mean, for what it is, it's like it was actually really pretty spectacular. So, um, if I'm getting my history right, and I think I am, but I could be wrong. That's my disclaimer. Sonic 3 was really ambitious. So it actually ended up being too big. So they had to release to have all of the content they wanted. They had to release it in two separate games, which were Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. And you could stack. I can't remember which one goes on top. I think Sonic and Knuckles goes on the bottom, and then you put Sonic 3 on top of it. The cartridge, well, but either way, the cartridges stacked together, so it was like a really primitive form of DLC almost, and it expanded the game into Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and you can play as both of them, and there are more levels, and I think that might be where the Hyper, or the Super Emeralds come in. So it's just a really, like, for what it was, and for its time, it was a pretty ambitious project, and it's actually really impressive. Even by today's standards. Maybe not so much by today's standards, but I'm just saying Sonic 3 is fucking dope, okay? And the soundtrack, of course, is killer, because Sonic soundtracks pretty much always are. You know, I guess that depends. I think it's pretty much generally agreed upon that the original Sonic games had good soundtrack. Actually, you know what? No. I think, like, in terms of the community, like, the actual, like, diehard fans, even the more modern music is pretty well liked by most people. I like some of it. I think that Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure had pretty good soundtracks. Kind of butt rocky, but, you know, there's definitely a camp to it, right? But that's kind of what you like about it, you know. Nobody liked Star Wars for its fantastic script. I digress, though. Man, we're already at the boss, and this time I can just wreck shit because we're supersonic. God, if I can actually hit the boss before I run out of rings, Jesus. See, the thing is, it's hard to navigate behind these little holes. No, I'm not even gonna comment on that. It's getting harder to navigate these stages with Supersonic, so. Oh, look at the little bears. Those are cute. Little rotund, little fat, little babies. Also, if any loud slurping is coming through, I'm sorry about that, but I have to have something to drink whilst I'm streaming, otherwise I will completely dry out, and that won't be any good for anybody. Especially, being, as I said, what the fuck, dude? I did go on that rant about Taco Bell earlier, and I kind of wish I'd been recording that, because it was honestly kind of gold material, but, you know, whatever. There had to have been a purpose for me talking about that. Oh yeah, getting wet. Always, it's, you know, always be wet. That's the moral of this story. If you're not wet, then what are you? Some kind of dry boy. No! No! Why did I do that? Well, I'll tell you why. I know. Rhetorical question. Fuck. I wanted to try to get up there and get that secret, because I haven't been there on stream. And actually, I haven't even been there in a long time, period. Because I don't play this game that much. Well, fuck it. I can't be bothered to go up there a third time or fourth time, whatever it is. I'm already bad. I'm bad at numbers. I mentioned this. And, we've already kind of played... Oh, that was a dumb idea. We've already played this game once, except for the part where I gave up because I was really tired. So, it's not like I really have much else to say, you know, in terms of the game or the levels or anything like that. Man, fuck that dude. He got me last time. Yeah, I don't really have much else to add in that regard. So I'm gonna end up just rambling a lot, I'm afraid, and perhaps falling off the ledge because I transformed into supersonic. You know, I said at the start of this stream that later in the game it was going to be more difficult to transform into supersonic, but here I am, stage whatever, and here we are. I think I've I did say that he could be crushed. I did say that. I think that was a little bit bullshit personally, but we don't have to get into that. Okay. So, we're not gonna fuck with this dude. Or, no, we'll let him fire off first, and then we can hop on pop there. Or hop and pop, whatever you wanna. I don't give a fucking shit what you call it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, supersonic. We're already on hilltop zone and we're still transforming. So you know, I don't know. Maybe your boy doesn't suck as much as he said he does. Maybe I'm actually kind of a baller at Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, maybe so. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get enough speed just from spin dashing up there. Now look, I went and said that, and I'm gonna get fucked. I'm gonna get fucked up in like 5 seconds. I'm gonna do something so stupid. I'm gonna like not get enough height, and I'm gonna be jumping on the seesaws, and I'm gonna fail the jump, and then eventually I'm just gonna fall off of something and run into some bastard, some dumb son of a bitch, kill a dinosaur, get some rings, crush myself because fuck me, I guess. That just seems to be the way this game goes. Grab a shield, which does absolutely nothing when you're supersonic. I don't think that... Ooh, what's that? I don't think that you even... I don't think you have it when you revert back to normal Sonic. I could be wrong about that. But my current belief is that no, that's not the case. Okay, so we're going to be patient this time. Which is really tough to do if you're supersonic, because you're the fastest thing alive. Okay, I promise I can sing better than that. That's not the point, though. We're not talking about singing today. We're talking about Sonic, by gum. Look at that. We finished the level. Whoa. Ugh. And I ramble so much. I should probably just shut up. But the thing is, I feel awkward if I don't talk. You know, I'm sure anybody that would stumble upon this stream this early on would probably be watching it for the game anyway, and that's fine. But you probably shouldn't watch it for the gameplay because I do suck. Granted, there's nobody here right now except for me. And if you're watching this... Why? Why does that always happen? Okay, that one was my fault. The first one, though, I still think that was a little bit bullshit. What happened there? I don't like all these little hills. You'll try to roll, like do a spin dash, but then you just end up jumping instead. Whoa! Was not expecting that. At least we've got this funky, cute music to listen to while we're struggling, right? I know this is a bad idea. What? I'm good at games. Perhaps even the best at game. I am the video game. I am games. Video games personified. If you've ever met a game before, that's me. God damn it. Okay. So we're not going to do that this time. Oh, buff. I'm not sure what that... No. This is the stream of failure. It's like a stream of conscience, except conscious. Fuck, I can't even get that right. Stream of It's a stream. You're watching a stream. Happy birthday. Uh, this is a train wreck. How did we get to this point? How have we regressed so far in a mere few days? We nearly beat this game last time. Not last. Oh fuck. Oh, did you see that? I almost fucked myself over like I did in the last stream, but I was a baller and I reacted. I knew what to do. I was prepared for it. Maybe not prepared for it, but I saw it coming by gum, and look, we're alive. Yeah, I saw that coming. I knew it. I was like, in my head, I was thinking moments before disaster. Because I'll never learn. I'll never learn to stop challenging the universe. And I'm never going to stop being punished for it. Rightly so. I deserve it. I can admit that. But guess what? Boom. Supersonic. Here we go. And I think we're at the boss. Nice. So, here we go. Oh, man, I was hoping that we would just get him in one go there, but that's fine. Still a lot faster than before. Oh, you know what? No. I was gonna suggest, using Supersonic on the Oil Ocean boss that we lost against before, but if we even get there to Oil Ocean, I doubt that we would have ample rings by the time we reach the boss, to be honest. If my stellar display last time is anything to go off of. Hey, look at that. I missed the goofy old spike wall eat 'em up. Why did I call it that? So, I don't think before I say things. It's, back to that stream of conscience bullshit. Stream of conscience. Conscience? Why is this eluding me right now? Stream of consciousness. That's what it is. I was just getting all my words screwed up. That's why I'm not allowed, to speak, in public places. Because here's the thing. If I were to take off my muzzle, everybody would be worse. No good could come of that. So yes, I do, in fact, you heard it here first, today, confirmed, I wear a muzzle, and that's not something that I am proud of, but, we've all got our little quirks, right? And mine just happens to be that I can't stop spouting stupid bullshit, and I can't be trusted to speak. And that's life, and I'm fine with that, I accept it. This is who I am. I don't shut up. I can't shut up, won't shut up. Can't stop, won't stop, that kind of thing. That was I kind of pioneered that movement with my inability to shut the fuck up. Like right now, I should have stopped talking like 5 minutes ago, but here we are. I don't think there's been a single, long span of dead space in the audio for this whole stream, and I can't decide if that's a good thing or not. I mean, on the one hand, I can talk for a good hour at a time, which, hey, if nothing else, it's practice. So, if I'm ever going to do anything with commentary or, even just smooth, very cool. Even just like talking or the voice in general, it'd be nice to have a little bit of practice. And the thing is, too, is that, well, I shouldn't, you know, here's the thing I'm noticing. A lot of you knows, a lot of a lot of a lot of me making up words like that was nope. That's not even a word. That's just a whole phrase. I can't figure out how English works. And it was my best subject, so you can just imagine how bad I was at everything else. They thought they were gonna bamboozle you, boy. Not on my... This is the part of the stream. It's okay. It's fine. It's like you know, practice. Like I said, right? I'm not upset or anything. Why would I be? I've got plenty of lives. I've only died a handful of times. Barely even getting hit at this point, so it's like, you know, what is there to be upset about? I'm not upset. Who told you that? No. Okay. Okay, that's enough Sonic 2. That's enough Sonic 2 for today. I'll go ahead and play something else though, real quick. Let me just update the stream here. And what do you say we continue on with Sonic Adventure? What's up, Tails Gamer? How are you? I just failed at Sonic 2, so we're going to be playing some Sonic Adventure now. So, last time on stream, we beat Sonic's story. So that means today we are going to be starting Tails' story. And, let's see, this file here, I think. Yeah. And Tails' story is very similar to Sonic's. It's almost exactly the same. There are a couple of differences, and you'll see what I mean by that as the game gets started. But we're going to open up on a little bit of a cutscene here, I think. Yeah, so let's just see what happens. And I'll take a break from talking for a second and give you a break from listening.
Everything's working great. All systems go, full speed ahead. Uh-oh, what's this? No! Ah! I'm out of control! Mayday! Mayday! Going down!
lucky I saw you come down. So what went wrong anyway? It's not like you to crash like that.
Yeah, it's just that I'm testing a new prototype power supply, and it's not fully compatible yet.
You can always borrow my plane, the Tornado, if you want.
Thanks, Sonic. But if I can make this work, it'll run circles around yours. Check out this power supply.
It's a Chaos Emerald. No way!
I was lucky to find one of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. They have unlimited mystic power. Now I want to harness that power to fly my plane. Let's go to my workshop in the Mystic Ruins, and I'll show you what I've been working on. We'll go to the station, hop on a train, and get there in no time.
All right, so we are officially in control now. And before we get too deep into things, I just wanted to mention how the script in that cutscene was ever so slightly different than it was when we were playing as Sonic. And that's such a neat, that's such a cool detail. Also, here's our first power-up, just right from the get-go. That's such a cool detail because it's like you're viewing the story from each person's perspective. So, like, Tails the event occurred, Sonic went and saved Tails, and then they had a conversation by the pool. But you're viewing it as the person you're playing as remembered it. At least that's how I interpret that situation, and I think that's really cool, especially for the time. When I was talking about the skyboxes last time, how I always wondered what was off in the background. I always wondered what's back there. I wish you could go back there. I mean, I know it's nothing in real life, but it always piqued my curiosity. What was down in the sewers of Station Square? Oh, and check it out. I can't believe I forgot this last time. Boom. And you know what? There's another one that I forgot. Might as well go and get it too, if we can, as Tails. I think that oh no, we can't because it's blocked off. I think that the emblems that appear on the overworld, certain ones only appear for specific characters. So I don't know if it's even possible to get the one I was thinking about with Tails. Okay, here we go. And just as before, we're going to the workshop.
Well. If it isn't Sonic and Tails.
See, before he just said, if it isn't Sonic. But this time he said Sonic and Tails because we're playing as Tails, and Tails likes to feel important. He's tired of playing Sonic Fiddle. Sure. Let's go with that. See, look, in Tails' memory, he's a big boy. And this boss fight, I guess you could interpret that in two ways. The first being that it's implied that both Sonic and Tails fought. Well, no. I guess that's the only way you're meant to interpret it, but it's just funny because, like, if you're playing as Tails, then Tails remembers fighting him. Only Tails. But then if you're playing as Sonic, let's be honest here, he's probably the one that's telling the truth in this scenario. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, Tails got fucked up. I don't think that happened with Sonic. It's because Sonic has a homing attack, though. And Tails, you either just have to jump on them, or does your tail attack work here? Yeah, it does. It's just not very... It's not the best method of attack. It's fine. It works. It's just slow, and I feel like the risk of running into the ship before you hit it is too high. This is a cool fight, though. That's a cool machine, the Egg Hornet. One thing about Tails' story, it's not nearly as long as Sonic's, I don't think. Because I think there are a couple of stages that he just doesn't do. Or, I don't know, Tails might have the second longest. But Sonic has... the story is mostly focused on him. Obviously, it's his series. A couple of the later characters that we'll play as have relatively short stories, actually.
Chaos could use a little snap.
Who's Chaos?
That's the monster I saw the other day.
Monster?
Yes, yes, yes. It's really happening. Just as the stone tablet said it would. Hear this, Sonic. Chaos's strength increases every time I give him a Chaos Emerald. All he needs is 7 emeralds to become invincible. And he will turn Station Square into rubble, upon which I will build the ultimate city, Robotnik Land. You ready, Chaos? Let's go find the next one. Come on.
Thank goodness they're gone. Good riddance.
We can't let that monster get any bigger. It could get ugly.
You're right. Chaos must be stopped. And he can be if we keep him away from more emeralds, right? So what do you say, Sonic? Let's find the Chaos Emeralds before Eggman does.
Okay, and with that cutscene out of the way, we're on to the next level, which, just like Sonic, is Windy Valley. But first, yeah, another emblem. So, since I'm not doing a 100% run, the emblems... I'm not going to be getting all the emblems, but I still want to get some of them because I believe that the items in the Chow Garden shop, the black market, are tied to how many emblems you have. I think it works like that in this game. So I still want to get some... Oh, okay. I'll continue that conversation another time. But right now, we're on to Tails' first level here, his first true level. And as you can see, it's a little bit different than Sonic's. And that is because we are... It's a race. When we were playing as Sonic, we were just getting to the end of the stage, collecting the emerald, jumping on a capsule, whatever it was. This time around, though, we're using these green loops, if I can actually hit one, to try to make it to the end before Sonic does. And that's what you do for the entirety of Tails' story, and I'm lost. Goodness gracious. So it's effectively the same thing, it's just you play it a little bit differently. And it really is a pretty minute change, all things considered. I mean, it is kind of cool because you get to take these alternate routes through the sky like that, but they end up leading you to the same place. So, really, it's just Sonic Story 1.5, and this time you play as Tails. It seems like the level's a lot shorter, though. Which, that translates into Tails' story being a lot shorter. Which is fine, because we've already been going for nearly an hour now.
That wasn't too bad.
And I'd like to finish Tails' story during this stream just because it's pretty short and it's not really worth doing like half of it now and then half at a later point. Am I going to Station Square? Anyways, what I was saying before, what was I saying before? I forgot already. I think I was talking about the emblems. I don't know. Now I'll watch it back later and I'll feel completely foolish because I should have known. I should have remembered. But I go on too many tangents. What can I say? So we're going to the casino again. And same idea as last time. We're going to... Oh, no, it's not. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, it's actually fine that I never explored the level on Sonic's playthrough because that's the only part of the level you visit as Tails. So yes, had I failed to get that certain ring threshold in the pinball games, this is the level that it would have dumped me into. Like, sort of this underbelly of the casino with all the garbage, and I think there was some money blowing around. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be. We definitely started in a garbage compactor, though. Again, theme song pretty cool. Not my favorite level, but it's fine. Man, and it's just so short. I never realized how short the Tails levels were before, but yeah, a little bit more than a minute and it's already over.
That wasn't too bad.
It's so interesting though because in the Tails version of this story, the emblem was found, or emerald, sorry, was found underneath the casino, like in that dank, dark segment. But in the Sonic version, we found it in the vault. So what's up with that? Eggman.
Sonic, what happened to the
Sonic, what the fuck happened?
Eggman got one of them, but the other one's safe. He must be getting desperate.
Now the emerald count is 2-1 and Eggman's winning. Let's get a move on.
Okay, and look, there's Cream the Rabbit again. We get another little peek at her. And we can even join her a little bit. As she flies through the building. The Casino Kin's playroom. I wonder what that's alluding to. Probably just a casino, Josh. You don't need to read into it too much. And I'm sure you remember this level from before. The Ice Cap Zone, where we crawled through the caves and ended up on a snowboard. I won't spoil exactly what happens for Tails' story, but you'll see in a few moments here. Same idea, the mountain conveniently breaks off and we have a path into the cave. Oh man, this camera though. Oh man, it's wigging out by these rocks. What's going on there? Anyways, up the wind hole. And apparently we're walking on walls now. And on into the ice cave. So, just like the last level, we start at the end here. And we only do the snowboard segment. which is fine, because I feel like the rest of the level's pretty slow. Kind of messes with the flow of the game, which, oddly enough, doesn't feel that bad. Jeez, I am missing every single ring. It doesn't feel that unnatural playing as Sonic, but I guess I can see on the second time through why they would shorten it like that. So yeah, it's fine. And to be honest, this is probably the best part of the level anyway. It would be pretty hard to race through the other part. And, well, and to structure it in such a way that it would make sense. Nice, we're gonna finally land some tricks this time. I don't think I landed a single one before. I don't remember. It's been several days and many hours of stress ago. I can't afford to remember all that. Jeez, and there goes Sonic ahead of us here. We gotta make sure we're hitting all of these ramps, because I think that's gonna give us a speed boost. And we need everything we can get right now to... Oh, I don't know if I've ever taken that shortcut before. I'm sure I have. To beat the fastest thing alive. I kind of like this Tails' story, though, because it's kind of just about him sort of growing up and becoming his own fox. And that's real cute, isn't it? See, these snowboard segments kind of suffer from the same problem that Sky Chase does, and that's just that it's really stinking tough to get your board lined up with the ramps exactly, because if you press in a direction, it just launches into the opposite direction, or not into the opposite direction, but in the direction that you tilted the stick. So, especially in that mission that I was talking about last time, it can be difficult to really line that up and get the distance on it. I'll probably play a few of the missions again. Oh, wrong way. Again, it's not going to be 100% just because I can't. That's a lot of time and stress to invest in this game. And I do love the game a lot, but not that much. Never that much.
What's up? What are you doing, Knuckles?
Don't mess with me now. Just hand over the
What
emeralds you
are
have.
you doing? Oh man, my voice is shot.
No way, Knuckles.
Oh no. Oh no. Give it your... Oh no.
Man. Tails just laid Knuckles the frick out. Now where's Sonic right now? Why isn't he helping?
And they're all mine.
Eggman's back. He's got the emeralds.
You two are bumbling idiots. You know that.
Hey, those are... the Chaos Emeralds.
You are so easily tricked. All I did was wait for you to bring it to me.
What the heck is he talking about anyway?
Don't you realize when you've been tricked? Tricked? No one makes a fool out of me. Way to go, knucklehead.
4! Count 'em! 4 emeralds. I summon chaos. Come forth.
Yu-Gi-Oh! That's as much of a response to that as I could muster. Just Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, every time I
Oh no! It's
every time I do this fight, I just think about that Game Grumps bit about mac and cheese. Lasagna, mac and cheese. I don't know it well enough to quote it. And I'm too tired to bother right now anyway, so... Let's just what the fuck happened there? I think I got caught on the edge of the lily pad. And, yeah. Oh, jeez. I do kind of wish that they would have made some more unique levels and bosses for Tails. Just because this fight especially, I'm noticing, doesn't feel like it's really optimized to work with Tails. It definitely feels more like a copy and paste from Sonic. Which I guess makes sense, because Tails is Sonic's little buddy, but... I don't know. Also, this fight feels like it's not taking as long. It feels like Chaos is coming up out of the water more. Now that I'm playing as Tails. I don't know if that's... if there's any validity to that. I can't think of the word. I'm a professional. I guess theory would have been a decent word for it. My first thought was statement, but it wasn't exactly a statement, was it? I was just kind of thinking about something. Alright, here we go, the egg carrier. Oh shit! What's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the egg carrier. But it pales in comparison to the power of chaos. Adieu, until we meet again, my friends.
Hey, we can't let him get
Oh,
away.
you know what that means. Here comes Sky Chase again.
Yeah.
And Sky Chase is not a bad level, but the problem is when I think of Sky Chase, I think of
No problem, Knuckles.
I think
We'll
of
take
the
care of everything
alternate level of Sky Chase where you have to get the freaking
Let's
all the points, and it gives me trauma flashbacks, to be honest, because I could never do it, man. There are certain segments of this game that are just hard as fucking balls, man, and it breaks my heart that I'll never 100% it.
Sonic, wait here for a second.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm glad you showed up. Haven't had much activity tonight, but that's fine. You know, you just gotta keep grinding. It comes with the territory. You should let me know next time you're streaming. I'll come say hi.
Sonic, hop in. Let's go.
And they were never seen again. Alright. Here we go. Janky ass plane controls. You know what I think it is? It's not inverted. I wonder if it would be easier if it was inverted. Because you're used to thinking of inversion when you're flying, right? Inversion and flying go hand in hand, wing and wing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking for excuses because I'm bad. I actually got to a point where I was decent enough at this level. I could get a pretty high score, but it was just never enough to beat that stupid bonus stage, man. That shit is hard as hell. And the second one, there's some absurdly large number of points that you have to get. And like with all these things coming at you, you have to like hit all of their missiles, and it's just a lot of work, and it makes me sad. No, I understand that, dude, for sure. I I kind of just have to plan my streams these days around my days off. And they're so sporadic with the way that they've been changing things at work that I can't really have any sort of schedule right now. But, uh, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'd definitely come check out a stream sometime. You know, I always want to try to support other people, especially, now that you've come and watched one of mine. That I appreciate it, because especially starting out, it's so difficult because, like, I talk a lot, but it's honestly just a bunch of rambling. But it does help to know that somebody is listening on the other end too. But even when there's not as good practice,
We did it! Way to go, Tails!
I've got a bunch of good clips out of it at least. I think the only problem with like streaming and chat and all that is that it doesn't make so much sense later when you're watching a VOD. Um, Whereas, like, if nobody's really watching, you can just kind of talk about whatever the hell you want. It's just like regular commentary, but like more more freeform, I guess. It's not so doctored up. Which, not to say that most commentators do, but I'm just saying there's not, you don't really get to edit anything out. You just don't shut up. That's just my life, though. I just ramble and I don't shut up. But now I'm rambling and don't shut upping, and I'm playing video games, so it's even better. And I think we're a good portion, or a good way through. I'm just gonna restart that. I think we're pretty close to the end of Tails' story. It's
Wow,
really
that
short
brought
compared
back
to
memories.
Sonic's.
I owe so much to Sonic. Sonic! Hmm.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say back in Windy Valley now.
Tornado's not powerful enough.
So I was talking about how even though I'm not going for all the emblems because that's a nightmare, I'm still going to collect as many as I can. Because I do plan on playing around with the Chow Garden, so I want to make sure I have access to as many items as possible. Okay, so I think we go to the jungle now. Is that correct? I'm just gonna grab this hint orb over here and see what it has to say.
You must find the Chaos Emerald.
Yeah, you must
But
find the
searching in
Chaos
jungle
Emerald.
is very difficult.
Shoot, I vaguely remember where it is, but even as a kid, or I should say especially as a kid, I always got lost in the jungle, which is, it goes back into what I was talking about. I want to say in my first stream. I don't remember exactly which stream it was. But in one of my streams, I was just talking about how when you're a kid, oh nice, games feel so much bigger than they actually are, and that's the case with this one here. Like, I always got lost in the jungle, even though there are only a few paths you can take. I mean, well, there are several paths, but you know what I mean. It's not nearly as big. It's an illusion, in other words. You know, like this game, Pokemon Crystal version, it's just weird how, like, it felt like a real and lived in and huge world to explore, and there was always something new. Like, I remember way after I beat Pokemon Crystal version, I found, I I don't remember what the guy's name was, but it's the Karate Master dude that gives you Tyrogue. He's like deep in a cave in Johto, I think. It's, I don't know, the Dark Cave, Union Cave, I don't remember. It's not the Dark Cave. It might be the Union Cave, but don't quote me on that. But I was so excited because, first of all, I keep going around in a circle here. Yeah, I still get lost even after all these years. What was I talking about? I always do this. I always get sidetracked. Tyrogue. I had never seen Tyrogue before that point. So, like, at this point in my life, I was still discovering new Pokemon. And I just feel like after a certain point in your life, you can never go back to that, right? Because now I'm so invested in the world of video games that I kind of know. Here I am again. Man, that's what I get. I was like, oh, it's really not that big. It's hard to get lost. And here I fucking am, man, walking around in circles. In my defense, though, I am distracted talking about Pokemon. This is a wrong series to be doing that, but I digress. I don't know how I found... Oh, there it is. Literally all we had to do was walk down the ladder and take a left. I just killed all that time for absolutely no reason.
Hey! Wait up! Stop!
I guess that's probably enough about the whole Tyrogue thing. I've made my point pretty clear. It's just kind of sad because, like, there was so much wonder behind video games as a kid, and it's like playing games as an adult is really sort of clinical in a sense. It's like it's all based on these truths, right? There's no room for, like, imagination, because you know as I glitch into the why does this have to happen when I'm being serious? But there's no room for imagination because you kind of understand that video games are finite, right? And, like, video games are so much bigger now than they used to be. And I will say I got kind of the same vibe out of Breath of the Wild. But it's never quite the same, is it? You know, but that's okay. Maybe we're not supposed to experience things as we did. You know, that's kind of a negative way to look at it, though, anyway. You could look at it in the light that, you know, as a kid, you might not be able to fully appreciate a game for the depth that it has. And you might not be able to see all that nuance. Like, there's definitely a bigger world that may or may not exist. And there's a level of fun in that, but I think it's also nice to be able to see something for what it is and appreciate it for what it is.
I wonder where I am.
Like this game, for example. It is far from perfect. And, like, as an adult, I'm able to see its faults. Man, see, here's another thing. It took me forever to find this as a kid. I just stumbled across it, but now I kind of knew where to look.
To do continuous tail attacks, hold the action button down.
I forgot what I was talking about already. I really need to finish a thought before I go off on a tangent like that. Oh, I was just saying that I can see the faults, right? Like with the camera and the God, the glitches. Don't get me started again on the glitches. But that doesn't really hamper my enjoyment, right?
The servers
Like
are the
it's still the
seven
game I
chaos
played as a
emeralds.
kid, and it's never gonna be anything different. It's just that I'm looking at it with a new perspective.
What were you saying before?
Huh. It's something my grandmother taught me. I'm never to forget it. It goes like this. The servers are the seven chaos. Chaos is power. Power enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. But I'm still not sure what it all means. But the number 7 is the same as the number of emeralds there are.
Emeralds?
Forgive me, but I don't think we've ever met before. I'm Tikal, and you are?
Damn. She's on a first name basis and my boy just fucking ditches. Man, imagine how terrifying that would be. Big the Cat did used to creep me out as a kid. Not so much when I actually played this game, but like when I was way younger. I remember seeing him in like Nickelodeon magazine or some kind of magazine. I don't know, something about that blank stare, those big yellow eyes just always rubbed me the wrong way. But we'll get to that when we play Big Story. I was gonna make a joke about how I was looking forward to it, quote unquote, but I really don't think it's as bad as a lot of people do. Like once you know how to play it. And I don't know where I'm going. Let's see, nighttime. Nighttime. What happens at nighttime? Okay. Hint orb time.
You finally got an emerald.
I finally
Now
got an
hurry and
emerald.
finish the tornado.
Oh, hurry and finish. Okay, I see. Yeah, I guess I should have known that. Man, look at the sky. Like, it's a really, really simple skybox. That's not what I want to do. Skybox there, but I don't know, man. Just look at the color on it, and like with the trees. There's here. I'm gonna go and peer over the edge here. I wish that this was like a wooden bridge in the water so I could go peer over it. Yeah, no. I don't know. Like this, by most accounts, looks horrible, but there's something about it that's just nice to me. Like, I wish I was here. Look at the pretty blue sky and the water beneath. Like, I can almost imagine being here on a summer night. It's lovely. I do like this game a lot, despite its flaws. Put the auto camera back on. I still never remember exactly which camera mode that I like best, but it doesn't matter. I found myself switching between them the last time I played this game.
So, here it goes. Emeralds, do your stuff. Ready, Sonic? Here I come.
You get to see a secret little door down there. The inside of which kind of reminds me of Star Fox 64. I can't remember why. I think the inside of the Great Fox might look similar to that or something. And unfortunately, we don't get to explore Red Mountain with Tails. No, it looks like we're just on to Sky Chase after this. Sonic apparently hasn't completed the level yet, though.
All right, Tails. Way to go. This blade's cool.
Such an awkward exchange between them right there.
Now, what do you say we nail those guys?
You got it. Hang on.
Okay. Back to the cursed flying sim. Away! I feel like I could have been a lot more wiggly on my voice there, but I am just shot today. I did some vocal warm-ups, and then I ranted about Taco Bell. How many times am I going to mention that this stream? And then I've been talking for about an hour and a half playing video games. I really need to shut up for about 4 days now. Having said that, there's not much to really comment on for this level because it's the same thing that we did before. Except now there's more stuff to shoot and get hit by and not shoot and lose points because of it. This shit really is tough, man. Look at that. I've only got 4,000 points. I think it's like 12 or 16,000. It's some ridiculous number. Like five-figure number. At least. Oh man, but it controls like ass. It's so hard.
So far, so good.
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet.
I still like the game though.
Transforming now.
That's one thing I don't like about a lot of fandoms is that you either love something and it's flawless or you're not a real fan. But it's like, no, this game is great. I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't love it. But, you know, I'm more experienced than I was in my younger youth. So, I can... Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm really getting fucked up here. I can see things that aren't necessarily great about it. And this level is one of those things. And so is my skill with the tornado here. Or whatever plane this is. God, but it just feels so... I don't know the word for it. It just jumps around a lot. And when you have all these small targets to lock onto, it's a trial. And I'm pretty sure that you have to hit all of those missiles they fire at you too. I think that's pretty much a requirement if you want to get... Not for... I should specify. Not for this go-through of it. I'm still talking about the second go-around for the second emblem later on. Because I was actually going to 100% this game with my nephew earlier this year, but it just got to be too much, man. Okay, so we've got the sky deck, and we've got what the heck is the name of the city level? Speed Highway.
I forgot to put in the
And I think that's it at this point. So yeah, Tails' story is not that long at all.
Wow, this thing is really huge.
That's what she said.
No time to gawk, Sonic. We gotta find
No time for cock, Sonic.
You're right, pal.
I'm sorry. That was completely unnecessary. But it was a nice follow-up to my previous comment.
You have no idea what this vessel can do.
Man, the skybox here.
Hey, it transformed! Did you see that?
There it is. I just love it when Tails says, "Did you see that?"
Hate it when he doesn't listen.
And Sonic slits his eyes.
There's only one way to get to me.
I wonder if that was intentional. It almost had to have been, right? Sonic didn't want to deal with Tails' bullshit.
Watch me. Bring it on, Eggman.
Okay.
So, this must be the sky deck, huh?
Why do they have to do that? Why do they have to pause before they enter the sky deck? Okay. Oh man.
Come on, Tails.
Tails sounded straight pained right there. I'm gonna grab that just in case we fly off of the side, which we probably will. Or you know what? More likely, I'm just going to do something like that. I spoke it into existence.
Come on, Tails.
And that bastard Sonic stole all my ring. You...
See you later, Tails.
Man. Fuck that guy. Oh my god, these camera angles. No! I can't believe we're gonna make it this far and then we're gonna die.
You made it.
Really though, I don't see how anybody could defend this game's camera. It is just absolute ass at times. It's not always the case, and perhaps...
See you later, Tails. Come on, Tails.
Okay.
You made it.
Man. I am struggling. I am struggling through today's stream.
Hey, Tails.
With all of my deaths in Sonic 2 and now...
See you later, Tails. Come on, Tails.
I swear I'm not doing that on purpose.
You made it.
Man, I don't know what's wrong with me today. One ring. One measly ring. Shoot, maybe I should try to go this way. That didn't really help me much last time though, did it? Oh. Am I going to die? Wow, oh my god. Wow. I gamed over. I actually can't believe that. Okay, so maybe be a little bit more careful this time. In what could be considered a pleb move, I'm going to go ahead and blame that partially on the cameras, but no, I could have been a little bit more patient. Yeah, like that. No trouble at all that time. So, what was that? What was that?
Come on, Tails.
Am I really that bad? I refuse to believe that I'm...
Come on, Tails.
I'm just not paying attention. That must be it. These are not hard jumps.
All right, Tails.
Like, yeah, the camera angle definitely... Jesus Christ, the camera's going all over the place. The camera definitely does not help.
All right, Tails.
What was... Jeez. And neither does glitching into the springs, by gum. Let me try... Let me try the free camera. That might help. Maybe it won't be jerking around every... No, it's still jerking around every 5 seconds. Oh my goodness. The good news is we are almost done here. And I'm only a little bit lost, so all things considered, we're just fine. God, please no, not with the giant gun. Please. I don't want to fall off again, not at this point. We've made it too far to be making dumb, goofy little baby mistakes. We're past that point. We're better than that. Look at this. Boom. We're right there. Check it out. We finally did it. We're finally at the end. Oh my goodness, that did a number on my brain though. I can't believe I gamed over. I think that's the first,
Too bad.
second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth lives I've lost. And it's all because of the janky camera and my own impatience.
Is that it?
Sonic, we should check out the bridge.
Let's check out the bridge, Sonic. Go fucking jump off of it. Jesus Christ.
Sonic! Tails!
Ha, you're a bit late.
Not the birdie!
Not the birdie.
That's a Chaos Emerald! No way!
Be gone, all of you. This is all I really need.
I don't remember a fight with Chaos 6 as Tails, so I think probably this cutscene is ultimately pointless from as far as this playthrough goes. I think we just go straight to Speed Highway from here. And then after that it's the final boss. And it's a pretty dope final boss, actually. I think all of the final bosses in this game are pretty cool. Except for Big, because... Oh, God! Jesus Christ, I wasn't paying attention. I forgot about this. I call hacks. Jesus Christ. Am I that bad at this game? No, it's not that I'm bad. It's just that Tails kind of sucks. Like I said when we were fighting the Egg Hornet earlier, God damn it. The tail... Oh! But you know what? I forgot we had this attack now. Okay, that's my bad then. Yeah, the standard tail attack is awful. That one you get, when we went back into the past to see Tikal, we got that badge. And that lets us do that forever spin. And that attack is pretty alright, actually.
This robot is my friend! He helped me! Don't hurt him! Okay, if you say so. You have your reasons, I guess. Hey, this ship is losing altitude!
Hurry, Tails! Take Amy and get out of here!
Well, what about you?
I'll find Eggman and put a stop to his evil ways.
Alright. Here we go. We really are jumping off the bridge in a sense. At least spiritually. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about at this point. Oh man, look at those explosions. The 90s were so fucking cool. Actually, at the time, this probably was pretty cool. It's kind of cool by today's standards, I guess. You don't really see that kind of CGI anymore. Because they can just do cooler things in-game, but... for its time, it's pretty cool. Eggman crashes into an apartment building and disappears.
That's Eggman. I wonder what happened to Sonic.
I'm finished. Chaos was defeated, and now my egg carrier is ruined. No matter. I will destroy Station Square anyway.
Man, look at that animation. What the hell is supposed to be going on there?
If that missile is launched,
Ready? Fire!
There it goes. Oh man, Tails is sad as fuck.
Oh, no, it was a dud. I can't believe this. I'll go and deal with it myself.
So, as you may be able to guess, this final level here is a little bit different. Because it's not Sonic we're racing.
I see it. I've got to get it before Eggman. The fate of Station Square depends on me. Sonic.
That was a good little bit of voice acting right there. He sounded genuinely distressed.
Sonic. But I can't depend on him forever. I know I can do this by myself. Okay, Eggman, bring it on!
Alright, here we go. Stage 5.
You think you can keep up with me? What? He's caught up?
What? Okay, nice. I thought bad news was gonna happen again right there. But no, we're gonna try to be careful. And, you know, we're tired. We've been streaming for a while. It's been a long day. Tails has certainly been through a lot. But it's gonna be fine. We're gonna defeat Eggman. We're gonna beat the game. We're gonna beat the final boss. It's gonna be great. God, what was that angle? Oh. Whoops. My B. Ooh. Man, this can get scary. Just because when you're flying like that, you kind of hover in midair. Your movement just feels kind of stifled. It feels like you could just drop at any moment there. And that's not just because I suck at the game. It's, legitimately, the controls are a little bit... They're not bad. It just... It's very clearly dated, I guess. Man, and what a weird construct up in the sky. All these platforms. Oh goodness. All these platforms that move on their own. And, oh, there we go. Into the level, right there. And, that just leaves one more thing. And we have one life to do it on.
Too bad.
Oh no! It's Robotnik! So you beat me to the missile, you little pest.
Now, how did we end up back here?
I will make you
It would have been cool if they would have had like a separate arena for this, like a unique arena, like with Sonic's last boss.
You fool.
This is a cool boss, though.
Before I make mincemeat out of you.
I do like that most of the characters get a unique final boss.
I can do this.
I don't think Knuckles does, and I don't think Big the Cat does. I think both of them end on Chaos 6. Okay, so I failed.
I can't believe this.
And you fight Chaos 6 with Sonic, but
Get a load of this. No way.
oh, you just have to do the one, I guess. You know what I think I'm thinking about, though? I think eventually he's gonna get a load of multiple loads. Robotnik is going to... We're going to receive multiple loads from Robotnik. I don't know, man. I'm tired. I'm ready for this fight to be over. And multiple payloads, apparently. That was kind of funny, wasn't it?
Get a load of this. Get a load of this.
Okay.
No way. I can't believe this.
Alright, looks like we've only got one last hit.
Not gonna get away with this.
So, this shouldn't be quite as bad as the Egg Viper was. No, not even close. We're doing pretty well. I don't think we're gonna get sub 2 minutes, but you know what? I don't really fucking care. Not gonna be much more than 2 minutes. Fact of the matter is, it's gonna be a pretty fast boss fight. We're gonna be done with it real soon here. Okay. And I don't remember if you have to do those in order. No! Yes! Nice. Nice final hit there. And we got it in 2 minutes and 1 second. So, oh man. Love this game, but I'm tired. I'm happy to have it done. And, we just have the last cutscene here. It's a nice cutscene.
I did it all by myself.
That's pretty cute, isn't it? And, we get a very similar cutscene to the one that we had at the end of Sonic's story. And, we get the full Tails theme song. It's pretty good. But you know what? That's the end of Tails' story. So, I'm actually going to go ahead and check out. Thank you to the people that watched the stream, that showed up, chatted, and thanks if you're watching this on a VOD at a later period. Thank you. But that's all for me. I'm gonna go ahead and mute the mic and just let the credits play out. Yeah, you too. Thank you. Have a good night.